So, sorry. Schlaf ruhig weiter. Mach's gut.
Delicioso. Cake for breakfast. It's not breakfast. I said cake and he was like,
oh, come on then.
Trash. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I have reached the Scottish accent, Lawrence Cheney. Today we're gonna be eating food that famous mukbangers eat for 7 days straight. I personally do like to watch a lot of mukbangers / ASMR food videos. I don't know, they just calm me down. I also like the eating noises. I know there's a lot of people who hate it, and don't worry, I'll try to cut down the eating noises as much as possible in this video, so the people with misophonia don't get triggered, but there might be one or two crunches. I'm sorry. But I don't know, I just love mukbanger food because it always looks so good and so tempting, and I'm always like, I want to eat that right now. So this video is kind of fulfilling my mukbang dream, because these are foods that I normally would not necessarily make, especially not if they're like a huge effort with a D. Let's just get into the mukbanga food. That just sounds... what is that? Let's start with day one. So we're definitely gonna start with a classic with Veronica Wang. I don't usually watch her videos, but I watched this particular video. The one pot cheesy chicken Alfredo pasta. I think I made it once before, and not again because I felt so guilty after eating it because it's so much whipped cream and so much cheese. I mean, usually there's not that much cheese in there, but Veronica really goes in on that cheese. Also, it's kind of a guilty pleasure. Like, I love everything that's like really creamy, whipped creamy, heavy cream cheese. So we're gonna make this dish. Obviously, I'm not gonna make this huge pot because who's gonna eat it? I mean, I get it, they have to make a lot of food, you know, clickbait, thumbnail. Oh my god, look at all of that. But like, barely any of them even finish their food. I hope they're eating it the next day and not throwing it away. I think Veronica actually eats a lot, but I also think she didn't finish all of that. Anyway, we're gonna be making it, but without the chicken. We are still gonna be making it with a lot of cheese. Normally for the chicken Alfredo pasta, you use fettuccine, but I didn't have that and I also couldn't find it, so I just went with tagliatelle. I hope you're not upset by that, Italians. So I just cooked the tagliatelle like normal, put them aside, and then I went into the sauce. I got into the sauce. I melted some butter in the pan and I added a whole package of cream, but lactose free. Like, I'm not even lactose intolerant. I'm just trying to save my body somehow, but I don't think it's doing anything. So yeah, we add the cream, we're gonna salt it, we're gonna pepper it, all the seasonings we want in there. Also, I added a little bit of nutmeg, but only a little bit. Be careful with that because it has a strong flavor, but it does add a great spice to the dish. And then I have my Parmesan. This time it's not expired, I swear. I mean, if you watch my last 7 days straight video, you might know that I might probably, hypothetically, have added a expired Parmesan. It was expired since maybe half a year. Anyway, this Parmesan is great. It's new, it's fresh, it's mwah. This dish is actually super easy. I know that it's probably not like the super classic way of making Alfredo pasta, but I mean, it is Veronica's recipe, so I just did what she did. I mean, I think she also added some chicken broth, but mostly to cook her chicken, but I didn't have chicken, so I didn't add the chicken broth. Anyway, we're gonna add our tagliatelle to the cream Parmesan mixture we have going.
That's cheesy.
There's no cheese in there yet.
That's milky.
Veronica Wang wants to kill me.
Die Designerin? Das ist ein Mann und der heißt Alexander.
After we've been judged real good by Vincent, we're gonna add our pasta cheese. And yeah, let's be honest, I also added the whole package of cheese. The whole thing. Quacky. I'm dying. Diarrhea.
Boah, Alter, was ist das denn?
By the way, I love how Taco's watching us the whole time.
If this amount of cheese will not kill you, I will do it tonight.
I also added some Italian spices and, well, the rest of the cheese, so yeah.
I'm gonna die in the stars tonight.
Oh.
Na 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 na, hey. Look, it's all one thick piece of pasta.
More cheese.
Boah, alter Schwede.
I just know that if you're not already lactose intolerant, you're gonna be after this.
This is lactose free.
Oh yeah, and I'm also adding an egg at the end. Make sure the whole thing is not like super hot anymore, otherwise your eggs will curdle. But here it is, the one pot cheesy Alfredo pasta. I mean, it's one plate, I guess. Before I eat it, can we just listen to the noise it made? I would never suggest anyone to make this, but I actually really liked it. I actually couldn't finish like all of it that day, but I ate it the next day. I was just feeling horrible after I ate it. If I wouldn't have added like the whole package of cheese, could do it again, but I did. So Day 2 is gonna be the Nicocado Avocado day, and we're gonna try his flaming hot Cheetos noodles. I don't really like him, I don't watch his videos, I think it's all just like very clickbaity, but he does have this dish, which I do want to try in this video. It is something, it is definitely something. He actually also showed his recipe in this video, how he made those, so that was good for me. So I bought these noodles, I bought this cat. Of course, I always have Cheetos at home because I'm obsessed with hot Cheetos. The main ingredient to this dish is the Bodak extremely spicy hot chicken flavor sauce. Period. Actually, the main ingredient of this food is beetroot. I just used 2 of these beetroot bowls and blended them up in a blender together with some garlic and of course Cheetos. Also added some paprika powder, of course some salt and pepper, and Nicocado added some kind of honey, like spicy honey. I don't have spicy honey, so I added Agavendicksaft aus Mexico. Yes, it's actually called Agavendicksaft. Agavendicksaft aus Mexico. This is kind of like honey. I actually don't even know the difference. What even is this? And I swear that Agavendicksaft, she be acting up. I'm so sorry, please don't click away. Now comes the hot sauce, a little bit of soy sauce, basically just mixing it all together. And I also added some water and some oil later on because it was kind of hard to mix.
I think I had some hot sauce on my finger and touched the inside of my nose, like right here. It just really, really burns. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Yes, you are, honey.
Next, of course, the mozzarella cheese. Woohoo! I bought so much cheese for this week, you don't even know. Like my whole fridge was just cheese. So I basically just melted all of the mozzarella cheese. Obviously, I didn't make as much cheese as Nicocado.
All right, let's get it. Ooh. Oh my god. The chopsticks. Now it's time for cheese. Oh. That looks a little sad. Yay. Oh my god, I don't even know how to eat this.
I hate to admit it, but this was actually really bomb. The beetroot was kind of refreshing in there, and I know that Nicocado basically just put it in there for the color. Also, the Cheetos were great in there. It was just a really, really good dish. But I gotta admit, it was very, very spicy. Like, I can't pretend like I'm so tough and I'm like, you know, easy.
Nein, das ist nicht passiert.
Das ist nicht passiert. Do you like it? Do you love it?
Somehow I really don't like it at all.
Why?
It tastes very old.
I like it, Vincent hates it, like always.
Day number 3, it is black bean enoki mushroom time. This video is by Zoe ASMR. I don't usually watch her videos actually, but I did enjoy this one very much because she also showed the recipe of how she did it. I don't know if y'all have ever tried enoki mushrooms. I personally love them. I love the crunchy texture. So if you've never tried enoki mushrooms, you're missing out, honey. They look juicy, they look fresh. I washed them and then I cut the stem off. I made a little mistake here because I cut too much of the stem off. So the enoki mushrooms weren't sticking together anymore. I just, you know, separated all of them, which was definitely not what I wanted to do. I just wanted them in like little, you know, pieces and like, you know, I fucked up. Now we're gonna make the black bean sauce, and it's actually super easy. You just need a little bit of water and obviously black bean paste, and then you just mix it together. And I also added some minced garlic because garlic never hurt nobody. I also added a little bit of gochujang paste. She didn't do it in the video, but I wanted a little bit of hotness, a little bit of spice, you know, because I didn't already have enough spice the day before that. You don't have to do that, but I think it was actually a great addition to the sauce. Then I added all the enoki mushrooms mushrooms. They don't have to cook for long. Make sure you don't overcook them. I sadly overcooked them a little bit because I had some issues with the sauce because I added too much water at the beginning. So don't add too much water. You don't need that much, or let it vaporize before you add the enoki mushrooms. They will cook anyway, don't worry about it. And I actually forgot to add some sugar. Very important, you need a little bit of sugar in your black bean sauce. I also added a little bit of potato starch just to thicken up the sauce because, as I said, I added too much water. And then I was left with very, very sad looking shrunken enoki mushrooms. I never realized how much they shrink for some reason. Then I try to save the appearance by adding a little bit of spring onion. And I'm very sorry, but for this part, I really have to show you the sound of the enoki mushrooms because that is where it's at. I love the crunch. It was actually very good. I mean, I was also very, very hungry because I didn't eat all day. I just wish I would have made more. I mean, especially because the enoki mushrooms shrunk so much. But like, that was just... I would suggest everyone to make this, also mainly because it doesn't involve 1 kilogram of cheese or cream. Day number 4. It was Malteser cereal kind of day. So Sass ASMR did upload this video. She ate Maltesers as cereal with milk. It does sound kind of insane, and it also is insane. I think this is definitely also the easiest thing I made in this video. I mean, it's just Maltesers and milk. I don't even know what to explain here. I just added a whole package of Maltesers into my plate. I mean, my bowl. Technically, this is a plate. I don't think this is a bowl. There we have the Maltesers, we have the milk. We're gonna combine, and there we have it. My breakfast for the day. I think it was around 3 p.m. Friday afternoon snack. I mean, I think you can imagine it is definitely not like eating normal cereal. This is chocolate. And the crunch is great and all, like the first crunch, but like all of the chocolate stuck between your teeth. So it's also like so much of a jaw or a tongue workout because you have to like... And the chocolate was so overwhelming. I had to drink so much milk to keep balancing the chocolate milk ratio. I felt so sick afterwards, and I don't know, I kind of underestimated the whole thing. But actually, I went in and rewatched her video and she didn't even finish it. When I rewatched her video after I ate that, I was like, oh my god, girl, I'm feeling you so hard right now. Because all of her mouth movements, getting the chocolate out of the teeth and stuff like that, it was the same with me. And I could kind of also see her suffer. Damn, I'm really dramatic today. Day number 5. I'm actually really excited about that day because today we're gonna eat corn dogs, bitch. I saw this video of Boki. I mean, I saw a lot of videos of Boki because I love her. She's that one and only mukbanger who always finishes her food, even though she has a tremendous amount of food in front of her. And I saw this video of hers, and I mean, I do have a little history with making corn dogs. So these are the creatures of Satan I created. So I literally just looked up a corn dog recipe on Google. There's so many. Find a good one that works for you, I guess. So I got all of my ingredients. I added my flour, my corn flour, some milk, and 2 eggs, and of course a little bit of sugar. I also added a little bit of baking powder, of course some spices, and I should have added some oil, but I didn't have oil anymore. Now mix it all together. I know the way I'm holding the whisk is very triggering, but our whisk is kind of broken, and if I don't hold it that way, it will, you know, fall apart. And then I prepared my corn dogs. I used these vegetarian sausages. I rolled them in flour so all of the moisture gets sucked up in the flour. We don't want them to be moisturized. We want them dry as fuck. And it's kind of hard getting mozzarella in like a whole thick piece. So I also bought like some Gouda. I always eat Gouda. Gouda?
Gouda?
And I also got these cheese strings, mozzarella. This is literally the only mozzarella I found, which is like in a whole piece. And I just cut the cheese up and combined all of it with the sausage, as you can see. And then I realized that my skewers were way too long, so I cut them off, and I kind of like this part. It's really satisfying. And here we have them, beautiful. I'm going to freeze them now for about 20 to 30 minutes. I think you have to do this because I didn't do that back in time at my first attempt and it was a whole mess. While our corn dogs are chilling in the freezer, we're gonna collect all of the skewer pieces which fell onto the ground. And then we're gonna prepare our breadcrumbs. I bought tortilla chips for this because I heard it's gonna be like really crunchy. Well, maybe I should have smashed them in the bag. Yes, queens! We also have this. This is also like some breadcrumbs. Guys, I'm very optimistic this time. Oh, that's not gonna be enough, is it? Oh, no. Guys, I'm cursed. So this was definitely too much. I think I would need like 5 liters or something for this. And I filled it into this pot. And this was also way too big. And now I have to do the small one. And I mean, I just don't have enough oil. What the fuck? So that's also great. Oh man. Guys, we got new oil. Let's continue. So here we have my very frozen corn dogs. Oh no. There we have my dipping station. It is a little Starbucks cup. Without being a Starbucks cup, it's literally just a cup. And here we have my breadcrumbs, well, tortilla crumbs. Crumbs. My oil is heating up. So the last time when I did this, I didn't freeze them, so it just all fell off in there. But this time, it's so much better. Now we're gonna put it in here. It doesn't look that good, to be honest. Maybe my dough is a little too liquidy. Why does it not want to stick to my fucking corn dog? Okay, I'm kind of scared, but we're actually gonna fry it now. Damn it. Now we're sizzling a little bit. I think it's working now. I'm gonna add one more. Jesus fucking Christ. And now we just wait for the first 2 ones. I think I can only fry 2 at once. Guys, no, the cheese is leaking. Vincent, help. I think I gotta take them out. They look horrible. I can't see anything. Is it working? Hello, corn dogs. Are you doing good? These are a little sad, but the cheese was leaking, so. Guys, I'm so good at this now. So here we have my finished corn dogs. These 2 ones were my first ones. They are ugly, but these 2 ones were my last ones. Look at how good they look. I am so happy. I'm so. Oh, my licht is leer. I'm gonna try my best one first. This is the perfect corn dog by Naomijon with a little bit of catch. I think that was literally the best moment of my life.
Yeah.
Should have added a little bit more salt.
Well, you've got ketchup for that. Wow!
What the fuck? I'm so proud of myself. Y'all, this was such an intense corn dog journey. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I felt so validated and so happy in that moment. I'm not even ashamed of it. It was honestly my highlight of whole 2021 already. Today on the menu, we have fries, poutine style. Once again, we have a video of Cez ASMR. She ate the poutine fries. This whole dish is actually a Canadian dish. It's fries with cheese curds on top and hot gravy poured over it. The problem is I really could not get cheese curds anywhere. I even looked up the recipe how to make them yourself. I don't think I want to make cheese on my own. I don't think I want to do that. So I hope no Canadian will be offended by the way I made these. I'm very sorry that I could not get my cheese curds, but I got really good fries. I swear, the good old Lidl frozen fries. You can never go wrong with them. And I try to think of something that would be a good alternative to the cheese curds. I don't think burrata was necessarily the best alternative, but I don't know. I love burrata, so I was like, maybe, why not? Ready! Ready Matata. Ready Matata. Diesen Spruch sage ich gern. Ready Matata. Stets als Modell.
It's your breast implant.
So I cut up the cheese and I also prepared my gravy. I just had this, you know, instant gravy. I'm pretty sure you can make your own gravy, but I'm a lazy bitch. Also, I've never eaten gravy in Germany. Only when I was in England for a couple of months when I had my au pair year there. My host family basically ate gravy with everything. Gravy was always the sauce for every dish. Even dessert, if you know what I'm saying. Nah, I'm just playing. So yeah, that was an unnecessarily long story about gravy. Let's carry on. We prepared everything and now we're gonna mix it all together. Also a super easy dish. I mean, if you make it as easy as I did. I mean, if you make the fries yourself, the gravy yourself, this is kind of a complicated dish, obviously. But if you do it the lazy way that I did, easy. Now I sadly have to admit another mistake I did right there. I did not prepare the gravy the way I should have. It was too liquidy, it should have been thicker, and I also added way too much. Like I literally had a gravy soup with a little bit of fries in it. But still, it was really good. If it would have been with a thicker gravy and the right kind of cheese, I think I would have actually like really loved it. Amazing, would do it again anytime. Alright everyone, it is day 7, which means this is the last meal of this video. We're gonna be making the famous typical mukbanger cheese sauce. For this last meal, I picked one of Zach's choice videos. I actually really like him. I don't normally watch his videos, but every time I actually watch his videos, I'm like, why do I not watch his videos so much? He also showed his recipe, how he prepared that cheese sauce, and then he ate it with some fried chicken. And I would lie if I would say I don't want to try this cheese sauce. It is literally in almost every mukbangers video. It's also a very easy recipe. You just need a lot of cheese. Don't worry, I still have a lot of cheese we can use. We need this. We need butter and milk. Oh, look at these. Why do you think you're getting something? You like flour? I heated up my pot and also melted a lot of butter in there, and then I added some flour and whisked it all up. Then I added some milk and I just kept on mixing and whisking until I had this very smooth mashed potato kind of thing. Then I also added some spices, salt and pepper, and also paprika powder again. And then I added the cheddar. Zach Choi actually grated some white cheddar in his video. I am lazy, so I just bought the shredded cheddar. I also added some of that pasta cheese for whatever reason. I don't know anymore. I have been cheesified. There we have the cheese sauce. It actually kind of looks like vanilla pudding. I was really lazy that day, so I also just ordered chicken like Zach Choi did in his video. I have some thoughts on this. I have thoughts, okay? I only say 3 words, okay? Overrated, not good with chicken, and burned the fucking gums off my teeth because it was so freaking hot and I just could not wait to eat it, so I burned
Everything in my mouth.
Could be my personal opinion. I mean, it is my personal opinion, but I kind of really liked it on its own. And I also liked it with the fries, which I dipped in later. I just did not like it with the chicken.
Why do they always eat it with the chicken?
The sauce was kind of disappointing, to be honest. I don't know what I expected, but it was okay. So that was my 7 days of famous mukbangers food. Honestly, it was very interesting because I made things I normally wouldn't make, obviously. But the amount of cheese I consumed in this week... and I'm wondering why I still have acne. I hope I didn't offend anyone with the way I made any of these recipes. Actually, let me know if I should film more of these 7 days straight experiments. Just let me know in general if you want me to eat something for 7 days straight or try something for 7 days straight, and then of course I will be doing it. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media, which is Naomijon on
Instagram,
Naomijon on
TikTok,
and the Naomijon on
Twitter. Oh yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I'm just gonna lay down. Yeah.